Shout out to everybody in the chat. Everybody, come on in here. I'm going to give people some time to get in here. Get in here. Come on in here. Uh, I don't even know where to get started with this situation. Come on in here. Come on in here. Everybody get in here because whether you like me or not, okay, whether you're a supporter of Molly Golightly or Justin or Elle Bee, okay, that's fine. Everybody can come on in here. Come on up here. As long as you're respectful in my chat, come on up here, coming up here. I'm willing to hear a difference of opinion, but I'm just going to say this, okay? You don't have to like me as a creator, as a person. You don't have to like me whatsoever. Not at all. Come on in here. Come on in here because right now what we're doing is deflecting when we have the full police report in here, which is actually about a total of 34 pages that I have yet to see Miss Golightly, Mr. Justin, or Elle Bee, or any of those other creators that sat on panel and allowed these people, allowed this to happen. Allow this to I'd like to see some, so my understanding, right, as we are true crime community and everything, right, we're here for justice, we're here to bring awareness, we're here for the people, we're here, that's what we do, right, we bring our advocacy here on YouTube. That's how we do it. And reading this report, and I mean I read it about four times. I can give you the details. Okay. It's heavily narrated. This was investigations by what, three officers. You had APS involved based on the narrative. You had CPS involved. You had police involved. Different officers involved in here that basically vindicated Dre McCray. I'm sitting here just like, and not only that, guys, this report right here, even looking at the date, I asked, I said, well, when did this report, like, when was this report completed, right? Like, when did they, allow people to get exactly this report, right? This report was done in November. It was available in November. So, and I started thinking, I said, oh, so Homegirl, Golightly was privating videos. There you go. If there could be a lawsuit today, this report would fucking support that lawsuit that could definitely be had. So all you can do, let me tell you something from this report. They had to, while this woman is live right now, because she heard about the report, she heard that nonsense had the report, so she had to hurry up and go live. Breaking, McCray home police body cam and photos. In this report right here, Dre is talking to the police and is saying that people were breaking into her shed. People were trying to get into her home. People were stalking her, led by YouTubers. This woman right here, the orange man over there, and Elle Bee over there, all those three. And not showing even show the police report. Show the report. Because this report right here vindicates her. Let's read it. Let's read that last little part. On November 16, 2022, I received Marvon McCray's medical records. Medical records from Special Agent Matthews with the Naval Criminal Investigative Services. So they even had the naval, they had the Navy branch in here. They were doing, not the Navy branch, but the military branch. That's what I mean. The medical records showed that Marvon McCray had been taking numerous of prescribed medications for various medical conditions. Of those found in the report were blank medications dating back from 2016 and continuing to 2022. He also had been prescribed blank for blank, which was discontinued in 2019. The Yuma Police Department has determined there is insufficient evidence to show that Marvon McCray was prompted in his decision to harm himself or was assisted in his subsequent actions of hanging himself. It was suggested in the course of this investigation that Dre McCray actively facilitated Marvon McCray in the process of hanging himself. It was suggested. Who suggested? I want to hear you guys. Where are you guys at? Where are you guys at that suggested that this woman assisted this man to be hung? Where? Where are you guys at? This report has been available since November. Here you have Orange Man doxing victims, Jared Lysick trying to hurry up and jump to a story, but they're unwilling to address the shit that's already been put out there. Why? Why? The audio recording illustrated that Dre McCray cut the rope that was applied to Marvon's neck and subsequently provided him CPR until the arrival of rescue personnel. Should we read her trying to apply CPR to try to help her husband? Should we read that just so you guys can get it? You don't have to like me. I'm telling you, please. This isn't a do you like me competition game. This isn't a popularity contest. I already know I'm not very popular. I get it. I get it. It's all good. But the truth is the truth. You guys are still allowing this woman to lie and lie and lie. And where is the police report? And she knew that this shit was out and did not show it. Why? 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 Because she knew it would have vindicated her. She knew it would have vindicated the situation, right? Oh Lord, Lord, Lord. But why don't I read? Let me just in case, because you guys watch a shitload of shit as it pertains to Dre McCray, right? We watch a lot of clip videos as it pertained to Dre McCray. And some of this shit was like personal, private shit that, I get it, it's online, but you guys watched it. You dissected it. You parent shamed her. I would never feed my kid that. I would never do that. CPS reports here say that the kids were healthy, eating. Their weight was great, going to doctor's appointments. Nothing suggested abuse. Nothing suggested neglect. Really? So why didn't these creators, this report was available in November, why didn't they talk about this? Why? And I'm not even looking at the chat, guys. I apologize. I'm heated. I'm heated. Okay? I'm heated because this woman knew that this dropped. She got really scared. Nonsense did her thing. She went live and she dropped this report. She's been working on this family. She's been one of the only ones, truly, that has spearheaded and tried to vindicate and say, you guys have been fooled. You guys have been fooled. One of the only ones. Give me one sec, guys. Nanya, can I mod you, please? I don't see any mods in my house, and I definitely need some mods just in case. If you're in the chat, please let me know if I can mod you. That would be awesome. Let's talk about this report. Let's talk about this report. Okay? All right. I'm going to mod you right now. Thank you. Let's talk about this report because it was said, okay? It was said that Dre McCray murdered her husband. You know how many comments I got under my videos that said she can't be left alone with her husband because she's going to murder him. She's going to hurt him. She can't be. And I would be like, why? Why can't she be left alone with her husband? Why? What do you have to say that? Oh, a bunch of edited clips that I've been saying months and months again. And I love how this report points out that the officers received a bunch of edited clips. And you know what I love? You know what the best part is? Is we actually have the names of the people that were sending information out there. If Dre McCray doesn't speak, she spoke through this report. If Dre McCray sues, she's got the validity to do so, even more so right now, today. Today. I hope she does. I hope she does. Look at this. Marvon Jackson Sr., Marvon's dad, said he heard through social media that Marvon McCray's wife, Dre McCray, was having Marvon McCray ingest Creighton. So he heard this information. This was the conversation between the officer and Marvon Sr. He said here that he heard through social media that Dre was giving him Creighton. And he was concerned. Not that he had a conversation with his son and this happened. It was, I heard through social media that this is what happened. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Because some of you guys said that she was trying to kill this man, right? So I have the what did you call it? The 911 recording here. Okay, we have the 911 recording here, right? She was trying to save her husband's life. She was fucking traumatized. Seeing her husband there, non-responsive, every other fucking word was, oh my God, oh my God, I am so tired. Because you know, when you're doing CPR on a person, okay, you're trying to revive him, he's not breathing. What do I do? What do I do? Dispatch answered 911. What is your emergency? My husband. She is heard telling the children to not come out, and a dog is heard barking. Andrea appears to be crying, hysterical, hyperventilating, speaking in a high-pitched tone, and difficult to understand. Dispatch asks Dre McCray for her address. She was asked if she needed police or ambulance. Dre McCray is yelling, oh my God, oh my God. And in the midst of this little paragraph right here, you could feel it. Because she doesn't know what she needs. Here she has her husband's not breathing. What is she going to need? Another dispatcher told Dre to listen and asked if she needed police or ambulance and asked what was happening. Dre responded she didn't know, and dispatched again asked if she needed police or ambulance. So she's here. I'm just imagining this shit, right? You got a dog, you got kids. You're telling your kids, get the hell, go. I don't know. He's not breathing. What am I going to do here? He's not breathing. On the phone, right? But the Molly, Justin, Elle Bee, all these people would have you believe that she set this man up, that she wanted the life insurance, that this needed. I can't. Dispatch asked what was happening. Dre McCray responded he hung himself. Dispatch asked if she knew how long he had been hanging. Dre responded, and it says unintelligibly, 20 minutes. Dispatch asked for confirmation on her address. Dre provided her address. Dispatch asked if he was breathing. Dre responded, no. Dispatch asked how old he is. Dre responded, 29. Dre asked if she should cut him down. Dre asked if she should cut him down. Dispatch told her to cut him down if she could. She found her husband hanging, and she's on the phone and, like a good mom, thinking, my kids can't see this. Go. My kids can't see this. Dispatch advised She was getting help on the way. A pitch was similar to a rope with tension that is cut. A thud was heard. She was able to cut him. One of the things that I struggled with in this story was when the police report came out, where did this pocket knife come out? And when I actually took the time, as many of these creators could have, to go into that Slay with Dre and actually learn about Dre and her family and her supporters and her followers, get a sense of who these people were as a unit, I learned so much. I understood the Slay with Dre concept. I understood the pocket knife. I understood how readily they use pocket knives. I get it. I understood that even in their Facebook chats, they had knives. Okay. And I understood that this was a social media family, all of them together, because you had the Raza show. You had the kids had their own little segments in these lives. And Dre was very protected of her unit. She didn't allow any negativity. She said, no, I just, this is my life. These are my kids. She was protective. And so when I hear this, that he was hanging and the kids were coming in, and she said, go, take the dog, go, whatever that was. That's a fucking protective mother. She protected those children. Shame on you for parent shaming. Shame on you for saying, well, damn. And this is coming from somebody that is in social work, that has worked, I don't know, over 10 years, okay, 10 years plus, and would understand what would constitute a CPS call. While you motherfuckers are out here just calling because you like to call. um, it's just like, whew. Dispatch asked her if she was able to get him on the floor. Dre said he fell on the floor after she had cut him. Dispatch said, he's not breathing, right? She responded, no, 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 no. Dispatch asked, you think he's been hanging there for 20 minutes? She responded, oh my God. Dispatch asked for her name and she did not respond. Dispatch said, listen, listen, what is your name? Can you answer me? And she said, my name is Andrea. Dispatch said, okay, listen, I've got help on the way to you. And he's not breathing, right? Do you want to try doing CPR? She responded, okay, what do I do? What do I do? He's dead. Do you want to try doing CPR? She responded, okay, what do I do? He's dead. Dispatch said, if you want to try CPR, we can try it. I do have them on the way to help you, though, okay? Dre responded, okay. Dispatch said, if you want to try CPR, put me on the speakerphone and get him flat on his back, okay? Dre responded, he's flat. I'm giving him chest, right? Dispatch responded, yes. And then I need you to put your heel on your hand on the center of the chest, right between the nipples. Dre responded, okay. Dispatch said, put your hand on top of that. Push down as hard, push down as hard and fast, at least 2 inches in depth, okay? allowing the chest to rise to be normal position between each pumps. I want you to count out loud with me, okay? Dre responded, okay. Dispatch said, all right, start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dre is heard counting along. She's heard counting along. Does that sound like someone that was plotting to hurt her husband, to murder him? If so, let me know in the chat. Dre said, I can't tell. Dispatch said, okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Are you in the house? 15, 16, 17? Dre responded, no. Dispatch asked her where they were at the property. Dre responded, in the backyard. He's in the shed. We're in the shed. Dispatch responded. In the shed in the backyard? Dispatch said. About 25 minutes ago? Now? Dre said, yes. Dispatch said, okay. Dispatch said, I have to talk on the radio, okay? If you want to keep trying to do compressions, keep doing that while I talk on the radio. Hold on. Dre is heard in the background talking and saying, oh my God. Oh my God. They're hearing her. How do you dispute this? Dispatch got back on the phone and said, okay, ma'am, you want to keep trying to do CPR? Dre said, I am. Dispatch said, okay, keep doing compressions, okay? Dre said, okay. Dispatch said, count out loud with me so I know that I know you're doing it okay. Dre said, it's taking a lot of energy, and Dispatch said, I know, you're doing a good job. Try to keep your arms locked when you're doing it, okay? Push with your body. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Dre said, oh my God. I don't blame you, Chronicles of a Shady. But this is what we had to read. So while that woman is over there deflecting, acting like she did something great here, she literally fucked up a family unit. She did. All three of them. All of them. They came out here and said that this woman killed her husband, that this woman did that this woman fed her husband all kinds of herbs and stuff like that. That's not what happened. And they never corrected the information, and they moved on, and they went back and forth. And anytime nonsense would bring up a video, immediately they were ready to discredit or try to say something or bring some misinformation. This isn't about the GoFundMe with Latisha. That's besides the point. The point of the matter is this, is that you guys accuse Dre McCray of hurting her husband. And it did not happen based on some edited videos that even law enforcement said these are edited videos. And based on our investigation, there is no wrongdoing. People are so bold enough to accuse people of shit here all the time. But they're never bold enough to apologize for the shit that they've done. Let me ask you guys a question. I have children. I know LB has several children. How the fuck would you like it if that shit happened to you, mother to mother? Let's just say that. How would you like it? How? I'm sure you guys would be suing. I'm doing this, my private personal life. I want to do this. Da 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 da. I know a lot of people did a lot of videos, but have they seen this report? And it doesn't matter whether it's not just them. There's a lot of creators that did videos on this, but do they ever correct their information? No, never. Here she is re-showing photos of the property when in this police report it said that they had to get extra patrol to help safeguard the home. She was being threatened. People were showing up to her house. But did they give a shit? Never. Never. They collected money though. Matter of fact, why don't I do this? Look, I got a little screenshot over here of something that I thought I was like, this is interesting coming from the fact that CPS found no wrongdoing and that those children were very, very healthy. Let's see. You had so many videos, specifically from the orange man, okay, was criticizing and alleging that she was poisoning these kids with her dieting, with all these herbs. She was accusing them, right? I mean, every day it was a video, a video, a video, and it was all accusing her cooking styles. I think she even compared her to somebody that's actually facing trial over hurting her own children. There was a lot of that. A lot of that. Absolutely. Thank you, SW4x4. She says, her husband, 911 dispatcher. I'm a retired medic. CPR over the phone and on the scene is very hard. You cannot edit 911 tapes. Who is there and where? The same ones that were screaming, justice for Vaughn. I said, well, where's the crime? They had 3, 4 different agencies on this report concluding that there was no wrongdoing, that this woman didn't try, nor did she lead her husband to commit suicide, that she did not starve her kids, that she didn't do shit. Why do we need to hashtag justice for Vaughn when we need a crime in order for there to be justice? What is the crime? Angelina, funny you say that. Somebody asked Miss Golighty, why are all your Dre McCray videos privated? All of them, a good portion of them. She went on a Dre McCray train. Every day was a video. Every day for like 3 or 4 months. Every day there was a video. She privated them all. She knew this report was out. She knew this report was out. She knew this report was out. She knew it. She knew it. She knew that this report said what it said, that it was not going to find anybody of any wrongdoing. She knew it. Let's not play stupid here. She knew it. I just I can't, yo, but that's your creator. That's your favorite creators. The subset of the drama community that she has created, like this story took so many legs. And honestly, a lot of us, including myself, were sitting back and said, I don't want to focus on anything but the facts. That's all we can do. It is so easy. It was so easy to get pulled into all this drama that was to a certain degree manufactured. A lot of this shit, because I don't have anything against half of these people that do the shit that they do here. I really don't. Some of this shit is manufactured. Some of this ish was manufactured. Baiting for a response. And I still don't give you one because you're a nobody to me. But anyways, I digress. Dispatcher said, is it just you and your husband at this house? Dre said, no, my children are inside. Dispatcher asked if her children were inside the house, and she said yes. Thank you, guys. And I definitely, thank you, Millie. I will definitely acknowledge super chats and stuff. I'm just so focused on reading this report because I want to get these facts to you guys out. You guys can FOIA the bullshit. I mean, not the bullshit, but the report. Go ahead and FOIA it. FOIA all you want because I'm sure a lot of you guys will do it. I'm not changing anything in this report. The report is as is. Your leader is trash. While all the time she was innocent, thank you. The way the internet came for her at her home. Yeah. Yes. She knows. She knows. This facade that she puts, I'm not worried about a lawsuit. I have nothing, no assets under my name. Listen, listen. Isn't it funny that this right here, this report in itself is enough for her to take. We don't even know where she's at. And it's better that she doesn't say anything. I hope Dre doesn't say shit. I hope she keeps quiet and she moves it on. I hope that when this gets to the court system, that we're actually able to cover so that we can all learn from this situation. Huh. Dispatch asked if her children were inside the house. She said, yes. Dre said, oh my God. Oh my God. Dispatch said, it's okay. Just try to focus on what is happening right now, okay? You're doing a good job. After several seconds, dispatch asked Dre if she was still trying CPR. She responded, yes. Several seconds. She's still doing, she didn't stop doing, she was still working on her husband. Keep doing compressions. I know. Count loud with me. Ready? Let's start, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Dispatch asked, are you willing to try to do breaths? Dre asked, what does that mean? Dre asked, should I let my dog inside? My dog is out here, and I think I should let my dogs inside the house. Dispatch said, do you think they're going to try to bite units when they get there? Dre said, yes, yes. Oh my God, I think he's gone. I'm just imagining as she's been working, working, working on her on this situation, having her kids go over there, right? And she's like, damn, like the dogs are outside, the units are gonna come in. What do I do here? What do I do here? Dre appears to be taking her dogs inside and is heard saying, Jacob, come on, hold on. Her dogs, by the way, I think I could say the dog's name, but Jacob is a dog. She then heard saying the child's name. Please, are you okay? Did you hear what I said? Dispatch interjected, are your children coming out with you? Blank is heard talking in the background. Dre is heard saying, please, please stay with your siblings, okay? Please. Don't come outside. The ambulance is coming, okay? So her kids, we know that one, something was seen. Marvon was hanging. Kids go inside the house. Thank you. I'm like, don't get mad at me for saying the dogs' names. Thank you for saying that, Nanya. So you hear Dre saying, please, please stay with your siblings. Please, okay? Don't come outside. The ambulance is coming, okay? Dispatch said, okay, are the dogs put up? Dre says, yes. Dispatch said, what is your husband's name? Dre appears to be talking to her dogs and said, Jacob and Bernard, come. Bernard, come. Dispatch asked for her husband's name again. Dre again told Jacob and Bernard to come. Dispatch said, I'm sorry. Is that your husband's name or are you calling the dogs? Dre responds, my dogs. Oh my God. I feel like I'm going to pass out. Dispatch said, okay, take a breath. Just take a breath. Are you okay? Take a breath. Take a deep breath. What is your husband's name? Dre appeared to be distracted, and she said, when the ambulance gets here, it's on the left side. Dispatch said, yes, we have the map for getting into your house. What is your husband's name? Dre said, Marvon. Dispatch asked for his last name, and she responded, oh my God, McCray. Dispatch had her spell it. Dispatch asked if her last name was the same, and she responded. Dispatch said, I see that your phone number is blank. Dre said yes. Dispatch said the ambulance should be pulling up right now, okay? Do you want them to go through the house to get to you, or through from the side gate? McCray said, no, the left side. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. Dispatch said, okay, they should be getting all of their equipment, okay? They're coming out to you, okay? She responded, okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dispatch said, okay, try to focus on your breathing, okay? Take some slow breaths, okay? Let them know when you see them walking up to you, okay? Are you there? Are they there with you? Dre responded, no. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dre is heard saying, hello? A voice is heard in the background. And Dre said, I'm over here. Dispatch said, okay, I'll go ahead and disconnect. Andrea. Dre said, okay. And dispatch said, all right, goodbye. I want to hear somebody else in the chat say that this woman conspired to kill her husband, because it was that recording, that dispatch reporting that said, we don't have anything that says that she did this. We don't have anything that says that she did this. But meanwhile, you have people calling, sending them edited links from Facebook. Let's talk about the Whip It, okay? Remember that infamous Whip It video, right? Where she's seen what looked to be like huffing, and people were so concerned about that. She had an interview with the officer where she talked about that. She said, I was, I shouldn't have done it. I did it for shock value. That's what happened. Let's talk about that. A lot of a lot of the clips, and this is what I had to learn. And I said, damn, if all I had was clips and no context to anything, that's what it would be. I would have crucified her. I did. A lot of us did initially. We went by, and truly this Marvon McCray story was my introduction to true crime in the sector, and truly it was my introduction to understand the foolishness and how quick people are to believe, and how quick people are to make up shit for clicks and views. Guys, that is the theme. This woman runs that league. If you believe that anything that comes out, because what she should be addressing at this point is the fact that she did not show this dispatch report. She did not show this fucking report that's been available to everybody since November. Why the fuck did you not? Why? She went on vacation, did her thing, started shit with people, starts drama. She's got her main channel, she's got her backup channel. You had the other guy that was doing the same shit, never addressing the facts that this report was released and it vindicated Dre. Why? She could have talked about it. She could have brought it up and said, guys, whether she believed Dre did something or not, she decided not to. She made a conscious choice not to. 3 months of Dre McCray. You had 5 different agencies on this report: CPS, sergeants, lieutenants, investigators, different medical, a review of his medical records to determine if this woman was poisoning this man, and nothing. You had a CPS report. It's in here. It's in here. Definitely. Why don't we read it? And, I want to protect the kids' privacies. Absolutely, right? But as somebody who has worked in CPS, I don't know, for so many years, I'm reading this. And I said, oh, okay, okay. Like, thinking in my mind, what were some of the concerns, right? The the child services, the Department of Services for Children's Services, right? The CPS, DCF, whatever the hell the acronym is, because we have so many, reviewed it. The child was clean, appropriately dressed, face free of marks or bruises that would indicate abuse, and at a healthy weight. These kids are homeschooled. Every day they're homeschooled. There's religious studies in this family. There was a concern. Somebody had said, well, she treats the girls better than she does the boy better than she does the girls, and we're so concerned, and she's going to abuse these kids. The CPS report, the child is clean. All of them. All of them were giving checkups. All of them. They checked the home for food, for electricity, for water, for everything. They talked about how they have a vegan lifestyle. They're very proud of their vegan lifestyle. All of them. They interviewed the biological father of the girls. He didn't have any immediate concerns with the situation. He just wanted this shit to be addressed. They did not want to get involved in the social media stuff. They said that. They were very hesitant. Welfare checks. Let's see, what else? What else? But you know what I find to be very interesting of this whole report? I only saw 3 phone calls with Vaughn's parents. Marvon Jackson Sr. and Latisha, right? 3 phone calls. That's it. That's all I saw. I didn't see anything. I didn't see like the officer, because there's a timeline in here. I didn't see that the officer documented calls every day, or that they were having calls and there were concerns. The officer told Mr. Marvon Jackson, please seek some legal advice if you're concerned about the situation. Please do so. Please do so. Right? That's what he said. But I'm thinking in my mind, they're really worried about their son, but they're not even calling the detectives to find out what's up. There's not even an attorney phone call. No attorneys here. Because here I thought we were fundraising for an attorney. Because Marvon's family was going to take custody of the children, and they were going to take her to court and everything. There was never a phone call with any attorney in this police report. Never a phone call with any attorney. You would think that that would have been something that would have happened, right? I'm sitting here and reading these 34 pages, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. It must be on page 2. It must be on page 4. No. You mean to tell me that even the police didn't even know that there was an attorney involved in this situation? Of course, she's doing a live. She's doing it again live. Of course. You know what? I'm glad that Molly Golightly is doing what she's doing and retracing her steps, because she's redoing the same shit that she had done in the summer. Only the summer was a little bit more extensive. That was the summer. They made $18,000 one month off of whatever they did. I don't know. That's not even including Cash App, Super Chats. She talked about her check from YouTube. It was about $18,000, if I remember the amount correctly. I'm sure that live is on private. So go ahead and redo what you're doing, because that just aids to all of this. It aids to the lawsuit. It aids to all of it. All. Yeah. Oh, oh my goodness. Dre McCray. shut up and say less and let your actions speak. Let your silence speak louder than your words. Let your silence speak louder than your words. No findings. No findings. No findings. Yes? Yeah. She went and she got some Dolce and Gabbana. Okay, she went and she did her thing, because that is what you call uh making money off of somebody's tragedy, and she really did it. She really did it there. She went on different other creators' channels and spewed all this misinformation as well. But you know what she did not do when this report was released in November? She did not go up and talk about this report because she knew. She fucking knew. So what did she do? She went and she privated all these videos. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's interesting. It's an interesting thing. Let me see what else we got on this report. Let's see. They spoke with the grandmother, maternal grandmother of the family. Okay, giving some insight into the situation a little bit more. They had to call police because they were also being threatened. Yeah, they were. They certainly were. Let's see what else. What else? What else? Here we go. On the 8th of July, 2022, I spoke with on telephone with Dre. She told me that she's a social media influencer with over 1.1 million followers online. Okay, we know. Okay. She said that recently her husband attempted suicide at her home in Yuma, Arizona. He was flown to Tucson, where she is currently staying as her husband remains in a coma. Dre said that on her social media platform, she did not mention any of the details concerning her husband until after she was in Tucson for 2 weeks. She said social media is her job. Whenever she goes live and posts videos, she makes income through the ads. She said that she waited as long as she could before saying anything. She waited as long as she could before she could tell people about what had happened with Marvon McCray. She did. She did. And I'm going to drop the link. Nanya, I don't know if you want to add more to this because I know I'm just going to let you, if there's anything. Yeah. Remember that? She compared her to Jodi Arias, which we know, those in the true crime community, Jodi Arias had been found guilty for the murder of Travis Scott, or it's not Travis Scott, Travis. Um, making comparisons, absolutely. And it was a group, and luckily these officers have names of the people that were making these reports, because now Drake can go. Drake can do her thing. Hey, Nanya.
Hey, I'll try
You all
and
right?
I'll keep my cuss words
Thank you, Travis
to a
Alexander.
minimum.
Girl, you can cuss away. This is a free. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing.
Okay, hang on. I gotta close the door then.
Like, I don't want nobody hearing me. I'm just amazed by this report and the fact that she's not even addressing this report thoroughly. Like, none of these creators are, but they're willing to go live on breaking news, but they're not willing to address the bullshit that they did this summer, past
So
summer.
let me tell you this. So a
Yeah.
couple of different things. So my first thought. Hold on, sorry. Okay, sorry. Um. So I just can't. I think again, like people, I wish people would just pause for a moment and put themselves, like, just have some empathy, right? Even if you didn't like this person, you didn't agree with their religion, their lifestyle, the way they ate, the way they raised their children, right? Put all of those differences to the side, right? At the end of the day, this was a woman whose husband made a choice to end his mental exhaustion. And she had to find that. And while she was finding that and trying to save his life, she was trying to also protect her children from having that trauma of seeing anything. Then they go to the hospitals, okay? And all this is in the police report. It's already been talked about long ago. But then they go to the hospitals. Okay, fine. Weeks later, she decides to bring it public. So she takes it out public. The only reason why this even started was two big reasons. The Facebook group started because people were so entitled that they felt like they needed to know what caused him to be put in the hospital. Nobody fucking was entitled to that information. That was his private information, and nobody deserved an answer to that.
That his wife was protecting.
That his wife was trying to protect.
Mm-mm-mm.
Then, second, you have a family who is disconnected. They've got their own dysfunctions. They have their own abandonment and issues and all that kind of stuff, right? Okay, fine. They come. They come to see him. Well, the dad came to see him, right? He's seen him. He got to spend days with him, right? Did she try and block him at the hospital? Yes, she did. That's on video. That's out there. That's the truth. But you know what else they've said is as soon as she left the hospital, she sent them a message apologizing for her behavior,
Yeah.
apologizing that that was her reaction and
We
saying she
saw
was
those
wrong.
text messages.
She apologized. And what was their choice? Their choice was to not ever respond to her for 3 months and then cry and say, oh, she won't let us be a part of it. All the while, they collected dollar upon dollar upon dollar. Molly was aware. Justin was aware. LB was aware.
Yeah.
Katie was aware that in Arizona, there is a law that says nobody, legally, nobody can stop you from visiting a person in a hospital.
Right.
Even the
Right.
doctors on camera said if a stranger walked into the hospital that day, they could see him. So tell me again why the fuck they needed to raise funds? Nobody can answer that. On top of that, you turn around again. People were like, "Oh, poor." And again, I'm not bashing anybody. This was at the end of the day, this was a private family matter that should have stayed private as a family. And unfortunately, the family, meaning Latisha, Marvon, them, they chose to make it very, very public. And they allowed it to keep getting dirty. And their excuse for the stuff that Molly was saying, the stuff that Katie was saying, the stuff that Justin is saying, the stuff that Elle was saying, their excuse for the stuff that all of these fucked up creators who don't have any empathy or any common sense at all was, oh, I didn't see them say that.
Always.
And when Dre came to them days after Molly and Justin, I mean, Elle wasn't involved at the time, but Katie was. Dre came to them again and said, stop with the social media witch hunt. They're at my house. And this police report proves it.
They were.
What a waste of resources that a patrol car had to be put in front of two homes, one in Tucson and one in Yuma.
They had to get extra. They were trying to break into her shed, and I was like, "Whoa!" I read that. I said, "I did that is too much." And why? I think this is a good question, a fair question. But if this had been out, why do you think? I'm gonna reverse this question a little bit because Proud Mom, Army Mom says, "Why is this breaking news today?" I need you to ask that question to Molly Golightly. Why did she feel the need to address this report today? Is it because we're addressing it today? Because they've
So,
had time?
yeah, so I will say, I will answer, and I know like you and I have talked. So, I will say, I did not know that this report was out back in November. I did not know that this report was out until Molly started acting super suspicious over the last week. And then she deleted all of the Dre videos. And that was a huge red flag in my mind. And Nonsense and I and Amethyst started talking about it. And I was like, there has to be something we're missing. Like, there's something that we don't know. There has to be something. And lo and behold, we went and did the FOIA and literally just got it this morning. We actually got it.
Yeah. And that's why. So now it's breaking news. And now what I saw on Facebook, guys, I have to do a live and I need everybody to hurry up and be in there. I'm in a game. So I was like, oh, shoot. So this is like, it's breaking for her now. Interesting.
Right. Right. And really, let's keep it real. If she FOIA'd the request today, when it was brought out on Nonsense's Live about 2-3 hours ago, right? If she if she found that out today, she's not going to have a copy of the police report, which tells me she had everything that she's showing right now and the lies that she's telling right now. She will not address the fact that it literally says Dre was not found at fault and that this literally was an attempted suicide.
Yes,
She won't question that. And every person who types it in her chat right now, those comments get deleted.
I
She
saw.
does not want the truth to get out there because it points out what she has done wrong. She fucked up.
I saw. She fucked it. Guys, you don't have to like me, nonsense, Nanya, or anybody. At the end of the day, this police report is independent of all of us. It really is.
Yep.
It says here, it she did it. The Yuma Police Department has determined there is insufficient evidence to show that Marvon McCray was prompted in his decision to harm himself or was assisted in his subsequent action of hanging himself. What the hell? Where are these creators now? And here somebody's saying, Shay is saying she's not addressing the report. She's doubling down. Of course she is. And I hope she does, because even more for Dre to come after. Even after the fact that she knew the report was out, she's still doubling down on her lies. Good. Sue the fuck out of her, out of Walter, out of the fucking dog, out of all that, out of fucking Tom Cruise and her poster. I don't give a shit. Why
And
is
here's
she
my thing, Rabbit.
and get away with it?
They're not the only ones. So there's a
No.
lot of other smaller channels who to this day still try and make content off of it. Me personally, me, Nunya, that's it. I'm giving you my opinion. Every fucking person who took the clips of a live video, put them together and made them look like something, every admin of that Facebook group, every person on the exposed page that continued to put the false narrative out, Katie, Molly, Elle, a bunch of other channels that took that information. They did no research of their own.
No.
They didn't go. How many times? And we'll be transparent for a moment. I've sent you numerous things and said, "Hey, you need to see this because that's what you're looking at isn't what it is." And I'll send you that. You're like, "Hey, send me the whole video plus the timestamp.
Thank
I
you.
want to see it for myself."
Thank you. I said you're right, and I've told that and others that were saying, "Well, Rabbit, this is," because I really was. I was like, "Okay, I'm in the fence on this shit. Like, I'm gonna be, I don't know what it is. Let's wait for this report." The report finally comes out today, and the woman is still lying to everybody. Guys, I don't care. Listen, you gonna support whoever the hell you want to. You do not have to like me. Go ahead and request a FOIA. Get the report for yourself. Just like when they didn't believe that there was an actual police report filed against Latisha Bias, go FOIA, and suddenly the
Yep.
report is real. The rabbit didn't type up a report. No, because I wouldn't fucking do that. This is a lengthy report. It's a lot of information.
Yeah.
A lot of it. None of it is made up.
And even in the police report, I think you read it in the beginning, or maybe Nonsense did. I don't remember. But you guys read there was one part of the narrative where Dre says, these people on social media are coming for me. My job is on social media. I make money by going live and I have ads on my videos. When she was forced off of the internet, people were like, oh, it's because she has something to hide. No, it's because she's exhausted. Again, imagine you already are in a traumatic. I can't even imagine what it would be like to walk out and see something like that. To try
Yeah.
and keep my kids from that. To then have the entire internet thinking that I have drugged or harmed or done something or that I'm going to do something to my children who I love with all my heart.
Right.
And you think
Absolutely.
I'm going to come on the internet and I'm sorry, all of the people who are like, well, where is he now? Is he fine now? Is he alive now? It's not our business. None of this ever really was in the very beginning, but it came here to social media because she was an influencer, but it went too far. There was not enough research done. People didn't take the time. They jumped on it. And honestly, let's keep it real. They see Molly said it in her live tonight. I was in there for about 3 seconds before she turned it on subscribers only mode. She said it live. When
Of
she
course she
first
did.
seen Dre's page, she seen how many followers that girl had.
Yep.
What
Yep.
that equals to me is you seen the amount of money you could potentially make, and you didn't care what you said, you didn't care how reckless you were, and you
Nope.
definitely didn't give a damn about a family member.
Nope.
That's for fucking sure.
That's for sure. I have to read this part. This is from the Yuma Fire Department. Are you okay if I read this?
Go ahead.
The patient was found lying supine on the ground in a small shed with his wife straddling his waist and performing chest compressions. This woman was performing chest. This woman was doing what she was doing to keep this man. She wants this man not to be in the position that he's in. She was working. She wasn't trying to set him up to be anything. Like, what the hell? A manila rope was found around, then attached to a truss of a shed. The truss was approximately 5 feet from the ground. The patient's wife stepped out of the shed as personnel stepped in. The space within the shed was small and confined. All right. A lead, I think it's a lead, was, is it 3 lead? A 3 lead was quickly placed on the patient. No lividity found, no rigor mortis found. If you're in true crime, those are two things that you would need to know: lividity and rigor mortis. Lividity and rigor mortis. This wasn't like Marvon was, I mean, I'm going to use this word, deceased for several hours while she was trying to figure out what to do. While she was trying, yes, that's what I meant to say, 3 lead. There's no space. Um, this wasn't it. This was happening real life at that moment. And I had to, and I was like, damn, do I read the dispatch report? But how do I get it through everybody's head that this really did happen? And I apologize. I do apologize if this is giving people PTSD. But this right here is real. This woman lied about this other woman. The police, they don't have anything to say. That this was a fraud. This situation was fraudulent from the minute. This man was not, he was not dead. It wasn't like he was dead for several hours. He was unresponsive, appeared to have a patient or patent airway, and I cannot read all these other medical terms, pulseless in his right something something skin. Sorry guys, I'm like, I can't even read it. A ligature mark was found imprinted in his portion of his neck. So two things: no lividity and no rigor mortis. Thank you. Thank you guys, all the medical staff that are in here that are correcting me.
Lane Wells from Facebook said this report is very different than what was portrayed on social media. Exactly, Lane.
Wasn't it? Shout out to Lane Wells. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. You guys, they had the CPS report. They talked about Creighton. They talked about passion flower. They interviewed these kids. They had medical exams for these kids. Okay. They had, and that was the fire department that found that there was no lividity or rigor mortis. Independent. These are independent of all us creators. We cannot all be in conjunction with the police making up some fraud, guys. This
Right.
woman lied. Justin, you lied. Elle Bee, you lied. Everybody else, you guys lied. Get it together. You went off, you went with the shit, and you got paid for it.
Can I read
Yes.
Spivey's comment? So Spivey said, Dre has never been able to grieve or even comprehend what happened because she's so busy defending her children and herself from false allegations on social media. The facts show she's not involved.
She said, It talks baby girl. Baby MJ, she's flipping tables right now. She's doing everything but addressing this report. This report wasn't
Yeah.
written by us. Did you write this report, Nanya? Let me know.
No, no, I did not. No, the Yuma Police Department wrote that damn report.
Yes. A variety of professionals wrote that report. That woman lied. She lied to all of you guys. You don't have to like me. Go get a FOIA and pull the report. And
Yeah.
then you make your own determination. Do not believe anything that I tell you. Please. Of course they are. Of course they are. And I hope Dre, let your silence let your silence do what it does. I hope you come back and sue all of these people
On a federal level.
on a federal level.
Yeah.
Even though you delete and you hide your fucking videos. Let me see. I was trying to pull up this picture right here. I hope that Sue that Sue that Sue sues that Dre sues the shit out of everybody. Let me show you something that I was like, damn, it's making me enter my password. Right. Let me see if I can airdrop these real quick before I have to head out. Because I think it's important to show how deep this shit was. It was hours and hours and hours of lives. Oh,
It
here's my
literally,
screenshot.
Rabbit. Somebody just looked, but I think I had already sent you a screenshot of it right now. The content that she deleted 3 million worth of views. That's how
Oh, that's
much
interesting.
this information got out there. That's what she deleted, not privated. It is gone. Like if you look, and again, Playboard and Social Blade are available to everybody. You can still see the video because it was there at one point in time. But if you look at it, she is down 3 million views, which means you didn't private it because you don't lose, right? When if you private a video, you don't lose the views, right?
Yeah, you don't lose those views. You don't lose them. No, you're right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't lose them. You don't lose those views. They're private. Here we go. I'm just trying to upload these screenshots that I have right here. Um, this was months and months and months. Some of them might not even be available anymore because he might have private these, but this is just to give you guys an idea of the defamation of this woman, okay? Um, there was one. So this is kind of how it started. Look at those views. 48K, 25K, 35K, 23K, 5 months. All on Dre McCray. Justice, right? And then she would put Dre McCray question mark snake oil 22K. All right. 26. Here we go. Look at these videos. This is what's tea? Toss and wash. Where she was trying to educate people on how and why Dre was poisoning her family, where you have a CPS report that doesn't find any wrongdoing in the way in which she's nourishing her family. This is here. Here's that. 15K, 16K. All right. What else? What else? Here, extreme child diets. Hashtag Dre McCray and Sheila O'Reilly or O'Leary, excuse me. Sheila O'Reilly. Isn't she like convicted of a crime?
I don't know, but I know she compared her to Casey Anthony and a bunch of other people.
Yes, they did.
That I mean, and those videos are out there. That's I mean the clip channels and I know Nonsense has a lot of those videos as well. I think one she played just a couple of days ago, but that I mean again, just absolute false allegations,
They're all false.
accusations, all for them to make some money. And
Yep.
let's keep it real. She only made 18K off of AdSense and super chats in the
Put
month of
in.
July. 18K in 1 month. That does not include her memberships. It did not include all her Patreon she was getting because they thought inside of Patreon they were getting an inside scoop. That doesn't include that. It also doesn't include what she made in August, what she made in September. She just stopped talking about it when she herself literally claimed that he was dead based
Yeah.
off of a false article that they wrote, and she lied over and over. First she starts out by saying Latisha knew, then on the next video it's Latisha didn't know, now she's canceling her vacation and turning back around. She started that entire lie.
She wanted
Nobody else
that man
reported it.
dead. She wanted that man dead because I think it would, and I'm just gonna say it. Molly Golightly and her camp wanted Marvon McCray dead because it would aid to the narrative that they have been painting. Even if the police report found no wrongdoing, having had Marvon McCray pass away, it would have helped aid to this idea to villainize Dre. That's what it. So they concocted, and I'm gonna say it. There was an article that was written, and I spoke to Nonsense Nanya. You and I talked as well.
Mhm.
All of this was like, this is weird, especially the people behind it. And I'm not gonna give that Dick Ryder any clout, so I'm not gonna say her name. But I'm just saying, it just I found it to be very suspicious the way in which this article, and then it turns out, and then immediately when we said, well, we think that it's coming from this camp, immediately everybody got on the defense, and I didn't do it, and we don't know, and what is it, SB13 NBC wrote it. I said, you guys wanted this man dead because it would have aided to the narrative that Dre McCray did something, even if the police report wasn't to your favor. Period.
Yep.
I've made that assessment. I'm not gonna fucking say allegedly. I say what I said.
Yep. And that was the way for her to go and pick up a new story so that she
Yes.
can go and find another story to exploit and another family to take and drag through the mud while she claimed to be helping them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that nobody would ask any questions about what happened here and why this never lined up and why that never happened.
No. Expect her. Listen, I don't have to be live for 5 hours. Expect her to be live for 5 hours. Expect Justin. Expect the other ones to be live, live, live. And well, what about what Katie Joy did? And I'm like, I don't give a shit about Katie Joy. I'm not a fan of Katie Joy. I don't care. I was hashtag team no one when it came to this shit because I saw how everybody was moving. That's kind of where I stayed at. I don't care. I don't care. And then people, it was like everybody wanted to drag people into this drama. And I said, I'm not trying to be involved in that shit. It's not about you or about me. It's
Yeah.
about what is fact. What's
Yeah.
fact? Mm-mm-mm. There was
So
no
break the
videos.
silence. Actually, you can find. I don't know if I'm okay to say, but the missing puzzle pieces has the
Yes.
actual full videos. You can find them here on YouTube. And yes, and actually, it mentions it in the police report. The children were not given.
They were not
Um,
given.
they were not given the K. It says in the police report what was found was that they were given the passion flower, and they
Yes.
discussed that as well. In the police report, it is in there that they were not found to be given that. So no,
Yeah.
that was yet again another manufactured lie from the heavily edited. I cannot stress enough that the police report says they found the videos to be heavily edited,
Yeah.
not just edited,
Heavily edited.
heavily edited. That means you literally, it would be like me taking 5 words that Rabbit says and putting them into a sentence to make it look like what I want it to look like.
Yeah. Jenser says she'll gladly help with her. I mean, I'm sure I don't even know, and I would prefer not to know where her status is at, but I hope that
Yeah.
this report is going to be used to assist in any type of lawsuit. It might even
Yeah.
include you two because of this bullshit that you can't just be doing this shit to people. What they did to this woman was horrendous, and they still keep doing it to people. It's horrendous. It really is. You
And
know?
and I just want to point something out because just, for the haters in the bushes, I want to point something out to you. While you sit and watch Molly's live tonight, ask yourself, why did Molly need to speed home tonight to play the videos that she's playing?
Yeah.
Why, if
Why?
she had these videos this whole time, right? Why not show them before now?
Right.
If
For
she had this
why?
police report, and truly, let's talk about it. The only thing she's showing you right now is the body cam. Why? Why would you want to see? Why would anybody want to watch the body cam of a man who, again, was attempting to end his mental exhaustion?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why isn't she reading the police report? This one right here that basically says
Yeah.
Yuma says there's not enough evidence to say that this woman hurt her husband or that she's hurting her kids. that
Yep.
she led. Why is she's this is a distraction. And she's going to do this for the next I don't know how many hours. Listen, you do
Yeah.
not have to subscribe to my channel. You do not have to like me. That's not what the fuck I'm asking. I don't care. Hold her accountable and ask her, why didn't you talk about this report? Why don't you talk about this report?
So, some Mickey put, she's saying that Dre got the perfect cop. So here's the thing, Mickey, though. There are multiple police statements.
Yeah.
There is not only, so the very last page, Rabbit,
Mm-hmm.
where it says the investigation is concluded. On that very last page, it says they collected medical records and
They
information
did.
from the NCIS. So you're telling me the NCIS is also going to lie for Dre? Come on now.
Yeah. So the how do you know that the police lied for Dre anyways? Where did that how would you even determine that? Are they going to interview a cop, a dirty cop at this point? Is that what their plan is to do? I mean, they interviewed a lot of ex-friends of hers. I'd like to know, where would they have gotten that information?
Right.
Common sense, guys. Common sense. It seriously, you do not have to like anybody over here whatsoever. I'm just telling you, pull the report. There's
And most
something about
statements
this
that were
report.
given were by people on the internet
Mm-hmm.
who watched videos and reported to the police that things were happening based off of those videos. It was an absolute witch hunt.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I can't even imagine, again, going through one of the worst times of my life and not only having to fight for my husband. She has to be exhausted at this point. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, can you imagine though, like all of this kind of coming at you at once and I just don't know how and even now it's like you guys got to give that woman her space to kind of deal with, but it doesn't matter. I at this point I really do hope that she fucking sues the shit out of these people one
Yeah.
by one, and you know what? I'm going to be covering that shit on here if she decides to do that because she has merit to do so.
Yep.
She has merit to do so. I don't know how you couldn't. I don't care. Well, she doesn't have any assets. Oh, okay. That doesn't mean that you can't sue. That
Oh,
doesn't mean you
I
can't
don't
sue.
care if what she does. I mean, obviously, she's going to do what she wants to do. But for me personally, I wouldn't even care if she sued just to say, don't ever let her back on the internet again.
Thank you. That would be yo, absolutely.
Stop this
Absolutely.
from ever happening to another family.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm sure it'll be more than that, but I'm just saying, even if there is absolutely nothing to be taken, also the fact that her husband has sat by during these lives and co-signed the decisions that they were making to put out lies and
Yes,
all
he
that other
needs to be
kind of
sued
stuff,
too.
he is liable.
He is liable.
I don't care what anybody says, he is liable because he sat there and he participated in it when he jumped into the conversations from
Absolutely.
time to time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I really do hope that let's see what happens. And I mean, I don't like I said, I'm not gonna I have to head out, but I want to thank you, Nanya and Nonsense, for kind of sticking to this and everything that you guys have done um overall. And I know it's been a lot, and I know you guys have carried it on. I have chimed in here and there when I've been able to. So the work that you guys have done has been amazing, right? Because you guys have brought light to this. And the fact of the matter is this: it's like clockwork. She's gonna be live for several hours. She's gonna
Yep.
deny it. She's gonna go back. Let me go find Latisha and interview. I don't know if Miss Latisha's still talking to them. I'm not really sure.
No,
Uh,
she's not.
right. So there you go. But again, remember, this report doesn't even mention an attorney. Keep that in mind, guys. There's
But
no
here's the thing
attorney
though,
mentioned.
the actual police report is going to be sent to the family. They need to know.
Yes.
They need to
Yes.
know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, perfect. Well, it's a lot. So, and it's funny to me. She's got that on sub mode only, on members only, or whatever the hell, because she can't handle that heat, guys. She can't. She doesn't know how. I saw her blocking a shitload of people. She can't
Yeah.
handle that kind of heat. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for the 4.99. Um, thank you so much for coming up, Nanya. I gotta head out, but
All
I
right.
want to
Have a
thank
good one.
everybody, guys. pull the report by yourself. Thank you, my love. And do what you got to do. I know I just started because it was just so much to cover, sitting here knowing about this report. And I was like, hey, I was so excited to see it was time. Shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. I have to head out because I got baby bunny. Uh, do your own research. If you don't believe me, pull the report. Pull the report. And if you continue with the bullshit and you accept it, then you really can't be mad at anybody, right? You can only be mad at yourself. That's all. All right, Robin's up.